Thank you to the 1000th power. Thank your way to gratitude through the magnificent power of being thankful 1,000 times every day. Thankful, full of thanks. Manifesting a prosperous tomorrow by living in a positive now of daily gratitude. Of that which I'm thankful, by Coach Stefan, Rudolph. A story of one man's journey of turning a collapsed life filled with hardship, disease, addiction, regret, anger, and escapism into a fulfilled life of joy, happiness, and prosperity through helping others. These experiences of his story are told in detailed analysis through the view of the mental mindset of the ego denying awakening versus the spiritual awareness of the heart that has long awaited this holy shift in life. A shift ending one life and bringing birth to another. A story proving the power of positivity through the processing of gratitude to all that occurs in one's life. A story of self-development, personal growth, and the ability, during even the darkest of times, to believe in the light at the end of the tunnel. Through this necessary daily steps of breathing in gratitude, living in awareness, and living with heart, all the while to live in the moment of now, this is a story direct from Coach Stefan Rudolph of showing the steps of how and why to be thankful that is full of thanks 1,000 times or more every day. This is a book based not on the outer story of one man's life, but on the inner story of his awakening. A detailed analogy of this, quote, accidental awakening, and a story told from the inside out. A story of how the mind battles to stay in charge when the heart begins knocking on the door of awareness and spiritual enlightenment. A story of love that helped reveal the true heartfelt destiny of having to face death head-on numerous times and having the ability to live to tell about it. This book shows you the steps for fueling the awakening of your own spirit and gaining the ability to live in spirit and grow in spirit day in and day out. May you receive motivation and encouragement from a story of growth and betterment of one man's life, even during the worst of times in life, by turning an outer journey of hardship into an inner journey of love. By living with love, telling with love, and being in love with life daily, this story has come to fruition. A story of pain and growth, hardship and happiness, suffering and surviving, living and loving, all are part of the story of inner freedom from outer pain. Even through the hardships that we all have experienced and lived through now with COVID-19, this story of one man's 14-year journey has been inspired in spirit to encourage others to fuel their spirit in order to learn through challenge, live through hardship, grow through loss, and love through life, and use gratitude daily as fuel for loving every moment we are alive. Quote, listen to that voice within, speaking softly of change. This is the voice of your soul. Quiet at first. It is the voice of awareness, the voice of reason. Synchronize awareness. Institute constant change. Peace of mind will be heard. Peace in life will be seen. Peace and harmony will be lived. Choose to act, choose to live, choose to grow. Make it your choice to live life and never give up. Inspired to inspire. Coach Stefan Rudolph. Introduction. Open the heart, and the mind shall follow. Coach Stefan, Rudolph. I was told once to live in spirit. I knew not what that was until life as I knew it had suddenly come to an end. Everything I worked for in life was gone. Everything I studied for in school and achieved through degrees and diplomas was now left useless. Everything I achieved, purchased, and invested in financially was now lost. Everything but life itself vanished in less than 3 years in my life. This is not a story to bring you down. Instead, this is a story to bring you up. A story to ignite and inspire the level of passion you have for living life to the fullest. A story of spiritual awakening and personal growth. No matter how hard the road has been or will be in life, may this story shine light in the darkness by giving hope to the hopeless, life to the lifeless, and bring love to the loveless. With the inability to face life head on, there is always a way out of life as found through escapism. Yet there is also a way out of your old life by searching and finding a path to your new life through enlightenment. This book is here for the latter, in order to awaken a new connectivity of the soul within you to the spirit of life around you. As you read, may your heart open, your mind expand, and your soul awaken in order to connect all three of these areas, thus leading to positive spiritual and personal growth. May this connectivity bring to light the life you have within, thereby leading to growth in the discovery of the new you who has been waiting to grow. May this story inspire you to live every day to the fullest. A story of how one man lost all reason to live life, all reason to fight for life, and had every reason to leave this life, yet never did. So may this story inspire you to continue to live your life to the fullest during every day you have on this earth. A story of his journey and mindset through what he initially felt were crushed dreams by life's lies that this world had handed him. How he was not able to face life and not able to take responsibility for his decisions and blamed others for his mistakes. Choices that led to failure also promoted loss of thought for loving life, loss of hope for ever again living life, and loss of strength to ever implement change in life. All hope of any life he ever once had was lost through alcohol, lost through gambling, and lost through overall escapism. Escapism from a life lived to a life lost. In less than 3 years, financial abundance and extreme success were replaced with addiction, bankruptcy, homelessness, jail, rehab, and near death. Yet, in hindsight, he began to water the seed of his soul in order to grow from every mistake and flourish from every learning experience. Thus began a whole new life. A life of which began to show him hope and opportunity, of which gave him the ability to flourish. This dramatic awakening was a rebirth experience that occurred in one moment of one incident in one evening from one of many wrong decisions that now made a wrong life right. This evening of awakening entails a story of the old mind versus the new heart. The old mind, that being the ego, battled to maintain control over a life it had lost, over a life it had ruined, and over a life it was so desperately now wanting to end and leave, if it so could. Yet upon the evening of this accidental awakening was awoken the spirit of the heart, a heart which would not give up, A new spirit was born that fought for control over the mind in order to save this life by steering clear of blame and focusing on gain. Gaining control of decision making, gaining control of addiction, gaining control of escapism, and most off, gaining control of life. May the heartfelt message of this book uncover blocks, open the mind, and release the heart's happiness in order to bring the light and life into your world. This story is not based on one losing a life. No, instead it is based on a story of gaining life through the loss of life, a story of having the pain of this loss healed through the understanding and awareness that there is more than one life within us on this path in life around us. It is a story of the unprecedented strength found and developed within a human being at the toughest times in life. A strength that proves to us that it is not what is in front of us that counts. It is what is inside of us that matters most as a human being allows the spiritual being within him or her to awaken in order to live. This is a story of choosing life over death and finding the power within in order to keep pushing forward. Without awareness, death would have won this battle in this story. Yet here is discussed a power we all have to make it through even the hardest times in life. To make it through and break through with heartfelt courage into a new world and a new life. There is a reason behind all hardship. Move forward now. Go now. Work with patience, knowing that this reason may not show right away. Yet work with due diligence, knowing that mastering patience is a part of the reason behind your journey. Patience is fuel for growth. Growth is the fuel for understanding. Understanding is the fuel for love. Love is the fuel for life. Through all hardships, reason will follow. Yet with a mind focused on disbelief, this reason will never show. If this reason is not in the current moment of now, we must choose peace. We must choose patience. And we must choose understanding. That moment will arrive when tomorrow's day is ready for us to accept it. And with the right hard work and mindset, ready for us to conquer it. Then the answer will show. From here, we will develop the strength from the Spirit within us to battle the ego outside of us. Battling peacefully with peace, we shall continue to push forward in life, day in and day out, with our newfound patience. Never giving in and never giving up, by knowing the reason for the true life we were meant to live will show up. We all have the power of patience, the power to wait for answers, and the power to grow strong. Yet many will never find it, as finding it entails using the power to slow down and live in the moment of now through this gift called patience. This is a gift found through and open with gratitude that can and will lead to a meaningful balance in life. We all have this power within us to find this meaning. We can define the meaning within us by first seeking less on the outside and more on the inside. The power within is there to conquer what is outside of us by first discovering what is inside of us and use it as fuel to grow. This is a story of obtaining and maintaining that necessary fuel of inner love, inner strength, inner peace, inner power, and most of all, of which all lead to inner happiness. A story of overcoming obstacles and learning how to win day in and day out with positive thought, appreciation, and love for life. In doing so, you will find how to never give up on either until your true meaning is truly discovered. Enjoy this story now. A story of gaining, a story of losing, a story of winning, a story of many comebacks, and a story of peace obtained in life through an awakening of inner wisdom to accept the negativity and obstacles as fuel for growth, rather than fuel for anger. And through these moments of reading in joy, that is, in joy, each reader will enjoy, in one way or another, the ability to open up and gain the power that comes from mastering this inner game we call life. This is a power I found within that has now fueled my inspiration to write this book for the world. In a world of matter and in a world of meaning, my quote, "Obstacles in the mirror are more within you than they appear," is a quote to better understand and live by for a reason in life, a purpose in life, and overall growth in life. The reason behind this understanding is the fact that we create our own obstacles. Yes, you do, I do, we all do. Obstacles are created by you, for you, within you, in order for the new you to continually grow. Until this fact is seen, heard, understood, and lived by, growth will be limited. This growth is either purposely limited by the old you or prosperously bountiful by the new you. The old you that blames others, points fingers, and limits growth based on these obstacles in life will never move forward and never grow. The new you learns to use these obstacles as fuel. Fuel that is a part of your new being that understands these obstacles are for change, growth, and prosperity, and must be welcomed with an abundance of gratitude. Quote, "The sooner we realize that the engine of growth is fueled with the octane of obstacles, then we begin to grow." End quote. Whether we believe this fact or not, that is the difference between growing and dying in life. We create those paradigms that limit our ability to grow. We create barriers and disbeliefs. We have created who we are to this day. We have created and continue to create this being within oneself, within ourself. Once you begin to understand how to grow from these obstacles, you begin to welcome these obstacles and knowingly accept them as fuel for your future growth. In doing so, life, you, and the world you begin to create, the new you, of which is in you now, will never stop growing. Use these words, these meanings, and my story as fuel for achieving success and finding your own meaning and path in life. May this meaning be found in your world within, the world in your true heart, the heart within you filled and fueled with passion. Grow now, release peace, and share the light of love. Coach Stefan, Rudolph.